We put power in words. Now, it's not to say, like, someone call you the N-word and they mean it in, like, a hateful way, and they just, like the hate and the power that they put in behind that word. But then, like I said, it's the power that we put in these words. These words are just words. I thought it was very interesting that a lot of people was defending Will Smith, like, yeah, he's defending his wife's honor and all that stuff, so it's okay for him to then slap a comedian because he made some jokes about his wife. And I'm like, that's what comedians do. They're gonna joke about everybody in the audience. Money that we take and put into the foundation of Black Lives Matter is being used into their own pockets. The founders, the co-owners and stuff, the people at the very top. If your person isn't doing certain things and you find somebody that is, that's typically why people cheat. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Innuendo. But if you with it, when it's finished, in the end, you win. Man, let's go. Look, I get it like a bad habit. Another video for you guys. It's a documentary, Love Trump's Hate. I just want to see what this is about and see what's actually going on, what information can be obtained from this. So let's get it in.
What you're about to see is raw and unscripted. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wouldn't it be great if the liberals actually practice love? All I ever see or hear from them is intolerance and profanities. Do you think that this comes off as loving?
What if you believed a lie?
Do you think this comes off as loving?
That the President of the United States and your fellow Americans were racist, homophobic fascists with a Nazi agenda.
They're full of hate, they're angry, and they're crazy. There's not one person that said a cuss word from over there. We've been standing here the whole time. Everyone is saying 4 more years and that we're hopeful for the future. These people are screaming horrible things. I don't know what they're thinking.
What if what you heard on the news is a lie?
Hold on.
I don't know what they're thinking.
What if what you heard on the news is a lie?
Never call me to apologize.
Do you believe President Trump is a racist?
Yeah, no question. You think Donald Trump is racist?
I do.
President Trump's race.
And that kind of idea, people think that only because of what you see on the news. So, and that's why I say don't believe the news. You never really know what's really going on out there.
He is an open, avowed racist.
And the president is cynically using that racism to appeal to his base.
President Trump is the leader of the United States. He is also a liar.
In fact, one of the most divisive acts of deception in our nation's history.
You might hear someone in the Third Reich describe a given people based on their characteristic.
Well, now, as commander-in-chief, he misleads the public constantly.
They should be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed.
We're not white supremacists?
I'm not a white
These
supremacist.
people are not.
I'm not a white supremacist, and he's gay. And
Then how can you support Trump? He doesn't support any of that.
Absolutely, you're insane.
I guess I'm a slug that likes salt. A tree that likes a chainsaw.
Do you have a hard time imagining anyone would like Trump?
I used to be one of these people. I was a devout Democrat.
I wanted to take you over here with me to the Trump supporter side, and so you can experience what's over here on the Trump supporter side, and maybe
Oh, that's very interesting. Give him a different perspective. Okay.
you can show me if there is racism over here that I should be concerned about.
I came to represent the black man in this situation. What are on the people's minds on the Trump line? What are on their minds? That's what I am trying to figure out.
All right, let's go find out.
How would you react? Anger, emotional outbursts, panic, violence, fear? Would you have the courage to seek the truth for yourself? So I decided I was going to challenge some of these protesters to see if they would walk with me to the MAGA side.
Yeah, someone said your future wife's over there.
Okay.
To judge for themselves as to whether or not Trump supporters are as racist, bigoted, xenophobic, and as hateful as the mainstream media says. You've seen myself and many others interacting with liberals. Time and time again, we get hatred, aggression, and name-calling.
Let's show it. Come on, let's show the hate. These are the hateful people that they're chanting about. They're not yelling back. They're not cursing them out. They're not.
While the Trump supporters stand in line patiently hoping to get into Trump's rallies, liberals tend to stand off to the side or across the street, yelling, screaming, and heckling their protest chants from across the way.
Over here.
Which I always thought was weird, because how can you sit there and, like, I get people's perspective as far as if you hear certain policies you don't like, or you don't like certain things that come out and you find out, okay, like this person did this stuff, whatever, but some stuff you don't know. And a lot of times, people kind of follow the crowd. Literally, look at this crowd and how they're all following behind each other, chanting and acting so aggressive. Where, like, you hear all this crazy stuff about Donald Trump, and that's why I thought it was very interesting, because I never disliked the man. I think it's a very controversial thing. I never disliked that person. I really thought, like, as long as a person is able to bring us, like, a better society, a better United States, get us together, and not necessarily make America great again, but just kind of get us on the right path, because we assume these presidents have so much control when it's really Congress. So regardless if it's a president like Donald Trump or Obama, we have the wrong idea when they come up in office, because black people in particular thought that Obama was going to be the saving grace, not realizing that they didn't want that man in the office. A lot of them couldn't stand that and stuff like that. And it's insane. But a lot of people didn't want Trump in office. And it's like, Trump, for the most part, he just speaks his mind. He really do. And I really think, I like the contrast of when people sit there and try to compare Eminem to Trump at one point, and Eminem set his line in the sand of like, oh, if you're with Trump, then you're against me kind of perspective, which I listen to Eminem. And it's funny because I really was thinking just like everybody else, and I'm like, you know what? That makes total sense. Why would I sit there and want to be on Trump's side and not Eminem's side? Now, obviously, there's different perspectives you can look about it, and you can't trust the news. So if the news sits there and throw all this crazy stuff, 'cause that's where most of us get our information from. Either that or he say, she say, like someone tells you face to face. So you hear stuff on the news and you thinking like, oh, Donald Trump is this, that, and the third, and you don't really think past that point. You're going to be like, you know what? Maybe it's true. Maybe I should believe it.
I see people screaming and yelling, right? So over here, I see people standing quietly and just watching these people scream and yell.
See, the issue is though, and this is the only difference between these two groups of people, is that side has somewhere they're going into a rally, right?
Well, a lot of harassment on the Antifa side, which I think some of these people are probably affiliated with.
Do you think that this though, do you see how it feels to be like being yelled at? These people are being yelled at. Does this make you think that these people doing this is going to change their mind?
Absolutely not. This is just hate. This is fueling fire to their fire.
Hey, Infowars, I watch you guys all the time.
What do you think about all this hate over here?
I think it's just like unnecessary. I feel like people just need to like actually like think about things like instead of just sitting here. Hey, I'm not.
Wow. Like they just randomly say, okay.
Did you hear what this guy just said?
My dad's an immigrant and he's here legally. My dad's here. My dad is here legally. He came from Vietnam.
That's fantastic. Then you.
It's okay. People are allowed to be here legally. No, yeah, I am a descendant of an immigrant, but he's not illegal.
They think the Democrat Party owns all ethnic minorities.
Actually, initially, the Republican Party was actually the one that was for like everybody to be equal.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
And people didn't think about that, especially when I actually learned that Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, and a lot of the stuff to help black people was for like a Republican thing for a while. And I didn't even know that myself. And then you come back and you sit there, you got to think like, what really is going on? Because I thought it was a Democrat thing, like a lot of people, and that is the mindset, just how we process things, what we learn or what we think is true or not true, and you don't really think for yourself. And that's how things progress in that kind of direction.
I know, and it's kind of sad that people think that nowadays.
You think that it's okay to grab a woman by the pussy?
I didn't call women bitches. I called you an Infowars bitch. Can I grab your pussy? Can I grab your pussy? Huh? Will you be okay with that?
You touch
I have to be Trump?
You touch me, and the police are going to arrest you, sir.
Rarely ever did I see liberals walking up to the Trump supporters and asking questions, let alone deciding to actually go into Trump's rallies and hear him for themselves. This time, I wanted to see if I could get something different.
Will you come with me over there, and we'll go talk to the Trump supporters?
Now, here's the thing. I know this is a fucking trap. I know it is.
It's not a trap.
It's
not a trap.
I know.
What's going to happen?
First of all, why is he yelling? And they sit there thinking it's a trap. They always think it's something's a trap where it's just more of a learning situation. You think it's a trap if you think because you're going to fall for something versus you go over there and learn something new. His kind of like mindset, he's afraid to go over there because then he's going to sit there and be like, oh, maybe if I come back with some new information to tell everybody else, they won't want to hear from me. And then they'll think, oh no, he done traded sides. He's not on our side no more, guys. Let's kick him off the boat or kick him off the island. Like, it's not a trap just because you want to hear. I've always been open to hear what everybody has to say about any situation. Religious, non-religious, certain presidents and stuff, just to hear what people got to say. I don't have to agree with it, but I don't have to attack somebody for what they agree with.
I know this is a trap.
What do you think about the message that these protesters are sending the Trump supporters?
Well, first of all, they demonstrators.
Then I met Marcos, who took me up on the challenge.
I don't think hate is a part of democracy, meaning the other side. I actually got a ticket.
Marcos believes the hate is coming from the right, the Trump side of the road, just like most liberals and Democrats.
I have a ticket to go in.
Oh, in the Trump event?
Yes.
Okay.
But I want to go in to be able to prove a point.
Okay.
From a strong black man perspective.
Marcos believes Trump and his supporters are racist, that when they say, let's make America great again, they really mean, let's make America white again.
I knew she was going to say that. And that's what people say all the time. America is warped, the way we think. The way we think certain people are, and so forth. We hear something on the news, a person could just say, this person is this person is that. It's like when J. Jonah Jameson says Spider-Man is a menace. You hear that all the time. You see that on the news and stuff like that. You're going to be like, oh, he must be a menace. Obviously, this person just keeps saying that, not realizing that J. Jonah Jameson, the reporter guy who keeps talking bad about Spider-Man's name, that's just what he wants to put out there. It don't matter if it's true. That could just be what he believes. He wants Spider-Man to be a bad guy no matter how many times he says somebody. He's never sitting there like, I'm going to be on Spider-Man's side and I see he's doing good. He's like, this person's a menace because he's hiding behind a mask and all this other malarkey.
I'm an American citizen.
Why are you so stupid to think that if Twitter's a public company, they
that other people,
why are you that dumb?
Such as the Trump people, they just don't want to see it. But this go all the way back to 1619.
He also believed that if he went inside the Trump rally, he would witness true racism firsthand. A clever little gotcha move that the left would love to see. Instead, what ends up happening is truly amazing.
They represent whatever they represent. I'm representing the black man.
So I wanted to take you over here with me to the Trump supporter side, and so you can experience what's over here on the Trump supporter side, and maybe you can show me if there is racism over here that I should be concerned about.
I literally have a ticket, though. Like I explained to you, I have a ticket.
Okay.
But me seeing no blacks over there, that confuses me. What are on the people's minds on the Trump line? What are on their minds? That's what I am trying to figure out.
All right, let's go find out.
Future wife's right there. Future wife.
Let's go find out. Yeah, someone said your future wife's over there.
Okay.
Marcos also expressed fear that his safety would be in jeopardy if he went inside the Trump rally.
Hey, I have a ticket for this event. I do. Will I be safe in there? Will I be safe?
He wants to know if he's going to be safe inside there if he goes.
Yeah, come on in. You go with us. You come on. You go right here with us. You break a line.
You can come in line.
Come on, man. I put my arm around you, man. It's all about love, man. I love all my people. I love all my people.
That's a good thing.
I love all people. Come on, man. We love you, man. Come on with us, man.
We're gonna go down there.
They love you. They love you.
Come on, let's go down some more.
Why do you guys support Trump?
Because I believe in freedom of speech.
That's right.
And the Second Amendment.
He's doing what's best for the country. Legalize immigration, not illegal, right? What's wrong with that?
Okay, so
those of us that have to come here legally, we pay a price for that, and so people jumping over the border, people get mad. People get mad when people jump over the border at Disneyland.
Okay, so hold on.
We're talking something about
back
something.
in 1619. Let me tell you something.
You can't be thinking in the past, brother.
What do you mean you can't be thinking in the past?
You can't.
You do things in the past to get to the future, boss.
I know, but in order to move forward, man, you can trip if you keep on looking backward.
I saved money in the past to buy a car in the future. Come on.
If you keep on looking back, you're gonna keep on tripping, brother.
You gotta figure out where it started, boss.
Oh, I know where it started, man, but it's about where we're going.
Okay, go to the bacon store and then the Burgess house.
You keep on looking back, you're gonna trip, man. No. You can't have that victim mentality, brother. You can't do that, man. We got to move forward.
That's history, boss. We got to this point.
History. It's history, man. It's history, brother.
He wants to know, is he?
So that's a very interesting perspective. I wonder what people think about the whole situation of having a person bring up the past and then talking about moving forward in the future and stuff like that. Because it's a good balance of, do you hang on to the past, or does the past define certain aspects? Do you move forward in the future, and what does the future actually hold? It's different kind of terminology to go by and think about when it comes to those kind of things. And it's not just what's hidden there in plain sight. It's not just what's there for you to see. It's a whole lot more that covers it all. It's a whole lot more, and people don't really consider a lot of it.
Gonna be safe if he comes in with you guys, because he doesn't know. He's what?
I come in with my
For
ticket.
sure, yeah, you'll be good.
Of course.
Yeah, come with us.
You'll be good.
Are you in the front?
We've got tickets. You can come in with us.
Can you tell us why you support Trump?
Because he puts America first, which is what a president should do.
So let me tell you that term, America First.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 1924, the Democratic National Convention, right?
Yeah.
All Ku Klux Klan. Guess what their sign said? America First. The first coin of the Ku Klux Klan, one side of the coin said, this is the truth.
Was America First invented by the Ku Klux Klan? Even Snopes dispels that rumor. Just because some random white supremacist out there might have said America First, you get this rumor perpetuated by leftist media outlets that the Ku Klux Klan was originally using America First and that they invented it. The white supremacist group made frequent use of the slogan more recently embraced by President Donald Trump, though they did not, as some claim, invent it.
But see, these people,
Make America.
racism is so far from their mind
I understand.
that they don't even,
No,
that
I
doesn't
don't agree with
register.
that. That's not true.
Go ask him. Go ask him.
That's not true.
Okay, he wants to tell you, what does Make America Great Again mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It means that we have opportunities. Donald Trump has done a lot specifically for me because with jobs and stuff like that, and I invest in the stock market and stuff like that, and I've made a ton of money. So you see all these people over here and stuff talking bad about him, but they don't understand. That's what it is.
Well, it's not that they talk
How many
bad
Trump
about it.
rallies have you been to?
Right?
You said
it's
what?
their First Amendment right.
It is the First Amendment right.
Donald
but
Trump talk about everybody.
what?
He talks about everybody. He call people names. It's just horrible. He cusses people out.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Hold on.
Have you read the Constitution?
You said what you have. It's a freedom of speech.
Okay, so why can't he say what he want to say?
That's what I'm saying. But you're saying, look at those people. You're comparing the people.
We're here in America, and we can say whatever the fuck we want to say. That's what I think. You guys take it easy, all right?
Power to the people. That's all I can say. Hold on. I'm trying to figure who I'm going to use my ticket with. I'm going in with somebody.
Why do you guys support Trump?
I like his realism. No fakeness.
No fake.
Just tell us how it is.
Tell it how it is.
Tell us how it is.
So he wants to know if he goes in there, if he's going to be safe and welcome.
I will welcome you with open arms.
See, that's her.
We're all one people, right?
That's what we'll say. But do the rules apply the same?
Absolutely.
Have the rules applied the same?
Well, some people try to keep us segregated, but we're not going to allow that to happen.
But it's part of the laws. It's part of the rules.
We're going to be one people.
It's part of the rules. It started off that way, and it's got to still continue.
We're going to make the necessary changes, and it is everyone's united.
Best. Let's all be one people.
Well, we've been saying that, and what happened to him? He dead. He was non-violent, and he still died. They said Malcolm was about violent, and they both in the same place.
And a lot of those Democrats were, a lot of the people that were part of the KKK were Democrats back then.
I agree with that.
Changed.
I agree with that.
Times changed.
So we got a dilemma here, don't we?
Yeah. So let's talk to more people. Come on.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. There's a lot of different mindsets and how people think on one direction from another. So like we sit there thinking like, okay, this person obviously, I'm trying to see if I can get like a good lighting over here, bro, because it got dark for no reason. But people don't sit there and really take up the concept of what's really going on. First of all, a lot of people's thoughts and processing of thinking, like, first of all, they mentioned the whole with Donald Trump saying America first, and it related to what the KKK said. It's so many different phrases and stuff that they're just try to dig up stuff and be like, well, this person said it like this person, so he must be a Nazi, he must be racist, he must be this, he must be that. And that kind of perspective kind of spins on his head when people have that way of thinking. As well as a lot of times, people can have the same way of thinking. Listen, people can have the same way of thinking on two completely different situations and be confused with why the other person's thinking that same way. And what I mean by that is like they sit there and just the whole matter of the freedom of speech aspect that the guy was pointing out of they should be able to say what they gotta say and stuff, and then him talking about like they talking about Donald Trump and Donald Trump saying whatever he wants to say or whatever. And personally, I think that's interesting because it's like you got like they call them liberals, so let's just say okay, like the liberals or whatever, the Democrats, they over there in their own little parade party or whatever, speaking their mind, saying whatever they want to say out of their mouths and stuff, and while the people going up to the Trump rallies are just calm and peaceful, and yet the president that they're focused on says whatever he wants to say out of his mouth, and people don't like that. So I think that kind of contradiction says a lot overall. So documentary Love Trump's Hate Part 1. We're going to go into another part later on, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. I'm putting videos out every single week, almost every single day. Man, let's get it in, man. We're going to be checking out a lot of different stuff on this channel, man, but I want to break this up into different parts because this is very important, and there's a lot of other stuff that I want to talk about as well. So go ahead and smash that thumbs up with the like button and comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Commentary channel, we moving up, we getting stuff up, and yeah, appreciate you guys, man, so much. You guys be safe, stay blessed, no stress, let God take it a rest. See you guys in the next, man. Peace out, love you, bye, all that fun stuff. Let's get it in.